Welcome to the video demo for BWM MainTrak. My name's Craig Carlisle, and I'm just going to flick you through a few of the main functions to give you an idea of the system. Maintrack is the new cloud-based version of BWM maintenance management software, which has been around for over 30 years now. BWM was written for engineers by engineers, so it has a very upwardly driven focus, and you'll see as we go through the system, the screens are very user-friendly. Let's start with assets, the key part of any maintenance management system. We're in the demo system at the moment, so we don't have that many records, but you'll get an idea of how it works. All the screens in the system are the same. We start out with a list screen. In the list screen, we can either use the search function to find our particular asset or record that we're looking for, or we can apply filters or sort functions to each one of the columns there. We're looking for a hide puller today. So here we go. There's our hide puller. Click on there, and we've got all of our technical information that we need to maintain this piece of equipment. Details like model number, serial number, and the likes. As we do work, the calculated values will start populating there. We can have a photo of our particular piece of equipment. We can link it to parent or child assets. We can apply meter readings, and we can attach files on the run. We have our technical notes page, which our tradesmen use to write their diagnostic tips. And in this particular example, very good example, this machine is running today in 2023, and these notes were originally written in 1994, but they're still available there for the tradesmen. We won't focus too much on all the screens, but a quick look at work management. We can see there any current open work orders. We can also flick over and have a look at any history, and we can add history on the fly. We have a summary view here of our PM routines. We can see what spare parts have been linked from our spares section, and we can link resources centrally from the technical resources library. Looking at maintenance planning routines are used as a template to manage the individual work orders for that task. So this task is to replace the hide puller shaft bearings. The current work order is work order number 31. Here's the details about the frequency, when it was last done, when it was next done, and there's lots of detailed maintenance planning options involved in here. We've put the actual work that we need in this screen. I haven't bothered so far. And we can attach spare parts if need be, so they'll come through with the work order and we can purchase them automatically. In work orders is the screen that most people would interact with all the time. Same thing, we start out with a summary list. We can add work requests, so we can have users that only see this screen and can only raise work requests, or we've got our current engineering view here where we can see the whole lot. And let's have a look, see this particular work order. Here we go. This is the detail of the job for replacing the hide puller shaft bearings. The notes would have come through into there. When the tradesman goes to close the work order, he's got some prompts there, just visual prompts, nothing over the top, just telling the tradesman what would be useful as engineering history. Like the PM template, we also have the bill of materials screen on here. So this acts to either guide the tradesman to parts that he might need to book out of the store, or if we go straight to the purchasing, we can go straight off this list into the purchasing system. One other area of interest is the messages board. The messages board allows anyone to have communication about this work order. Hi, Bob. Oops, Bob. So we can have a little bit of a dialogue going on about this particular work order. Into the spares register. Let's go and have a look at a spare part. We'll look at a 6026 bearing. And you can see the kinds of detail that we can add for a spare part. It's important to note that we can choose to either stock this part in our store, or we can just turn it into a virtual part, non-stocked. That's simple. We can have photos, notes, etc. about it. more importantly, we can link it to our assets. So now we're starting to manage the spare part and see whereabouts it's used. That helps us with our stocking decisions. We can note in one or more suppliers for this. And then, of course, we can look at all the details, same as before, including linking resources. Of course, we need to have a list of suppliers. So this is where we do it. Let's have a look at our company. Here we go. A little bit of information. You enter your supplier number and your details, and you can even attach files, documents here as well. Let's put that away. Purchasing. Maintrack comes with a complete purchasing system. It'll feed either from the spare parts or the work orders, or you can add your own separate goods or services to a work order. Let's have a look at one. These are just play ones in particular. So here we go. We've got the header for the purchase order, the details of the purchase. In this case, this is only at purchase request level. Before it can be printed out, it needs to be authorized. So it's just on hold, this particular purchase order. So there's our line items, and we can receive and close a purchase order when we've got the items. Yes, we can also attach files and documents as well. So a lot of users will use this area here to attach quotes, for example. Finally, in this quick demo, we'll just go and have a quick look at technical resources. Technical resources is a central library to add documents. So I have one here in particular. This is used when we might have overarching documents like this operating maintenance manual that might be applied to a few different assets, for example, as opposed to a one-on-one document link, which we can do at the front end. So in this case, we've got the detail. This is where the actual file is located. So Maintrack takes a copy of what it is you're loading and puts it up in the cloud. So it's available anywhere you've got internet access. On the bottom bar, we've linked it, in this case, to the boiler, and then again to a particular job on the boiler. There we go. Pretty simple. That's BWM Maintrack in a nutshell. If you want to know some more about it, feel free to contact me, info@transform.net.nz, or go onto our website.